Hello, all, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your relationship reading for the month of October. We will be doing the overall energy, and then, wow, and there you have it. We'll be doing the overall energy, and then we will be doing the individual signs one by one. We'll be starting with Libra. We are still in Libra season at the moment when I'm doing this reading. All right, and then we will be getting a crystal and reading for each crystal from each crystal for each sign. Okay, so right now before I get into the cards, I do want to discuss very briefly. During meditation, Spirit showed me the AOK sign. Yeah, and it just gave me a sense of things are going to be just fine. Stop stressing, stop worrying. Things are gonna fall into place the way they are meant to fall into place. So don't worry about, any situations. If they're bad and, they're falling away, then they're meant to fall away to make space for something new. If you don't have somebody in your life, then no, they wanted that. Okay. If you don't have somebody in your life, then they just recognize that things are going to be fine. The right person will come into your life. One more card, please. One more card. There you are. Oh, it gave me two more cards. 10 of Swords, Page of Wands together. Okay. All right. So the overall energy that we have going on in the cosmos is Three of Wands, Hangman, Lovers, Page of Swords, 10 of Swords, and Page of Wands. As a whole, what I'm getting here is the fact that, listen, if there is some sort of inaction that's going on right now, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the inaction. I know that you're wanting things to move forward. You want them to progress. I get that. I 100% understand that. Trust that things are happening the way they're meant to happen. As I mentioned before with the AOK sign that Spirit showed me in my imagery, in my mind, allow things to die out that are meant to die out in order for new beginnings to happen. They're meant to happen. Okay. Let's start with Libra. And we're going to take overall cards, and I'm only taking these right side up. Okay. Libra. We have Deception, Tree Wisdom, Rescue, and Bobcat. Libra, what I'm getting here is that you are very aware of some sort of deception that's going on in your life. I don't feel like this is really hidden from you. I feel like this is something that you are ready to leave. And I feel like you're trusting that. I feel like you may be a little bit afraid of leaving it, but I feel like you are trying to trust the process. You're trying to trust that there is a greater plan. And I'm really drawn right now to the number 16 and 8. If you feel like life is going to depreciate, or you are going to depreciate because of leaving a situation, don't. You may feel like you're walking away with less, but what I'm getting here is that you're becoming more independent, stronger, and you allow things. Remember I said something about falling into place. My number 8 is my infinity sign. It's the faith, things falling into place. The moment you leave this, you're going to feel lighter, not less than, but lighter. And because you feel lighter and you bring that wisdom and you have more clarity and more focus, that's when things start aligning for you. So trust that process. Trust that process. I'm going to have 2 cards here. 2 cards for advice. There's one more card, please. One more card for advice. There it is. Focus on you so things align. Focus on you so things align. We have the 8 of Coins and Judgment. Okay. All right, beautiful Libra. Let's move on. Let me get my cards out of the way. Scorpio, purity, magical map shifter, nightingale spirit, codependency. Scorpio. You know, Scorpio, there is a sense of revival within you that oh, shoot. Well, I forgot to do the stone for uh for Libra. Shoot, shoot, shoot. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll do the stones towards the end of the video. You can skip ahead. I apologize, you guys. Let's see. Let's go back to Scorpio and let me refocus here for a moment. There is a sense of renewal, revival within you that, I don't know, there's like a recharge that's happening within, in thought, in feeling, in something. Whether you're meeting somebody new or you're rekindling a connection, I'm not really sure what this is, whether it's a current relationship or a previous relationship. I'm not necessarily sure, but there's a but here. I'm also getting the sense that there is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but I'm also getting the sense that it's not you don't want to walk away from your responsibilities, but there's a daydreaming kind of energy that's going on around you at the moment. And it's almost like you're thinking, what if this had happened? What if that had happened? What if my life wasn't this way? What if things had turned out differently? What if fill in the blank? Whatever it is you're thinking about, know that in whatever situation you're in, you're very much cared for. You're very much admired. You're a very magnetic person. And as much as you would like things to change, rather, as much as you would have liked the past to have been different, you know that you're dealing with the cards you're dealt and the situation that you're in. And I feel like for the most part, you are happy, or maybe happy is not the best word, but content with your overall situation. And you're just doing your own thing. Just every once in a while, nostalgia kind of takes over, is what I'm getting here. I'm not seeing anybody new. I'm just seeing like this is just your situation right now. For some of you, you just may be alone and you're content with where you're at. But you do have a sense of feeling of, what if things were different? You know, whatever. But for the most part, I feel like most of you, or at least who I'm connecting with, is already in a relationship. Yeah. You're full of love. It's what I said here. I feel like there's a sense of revival, but you know that whatever was back then, it's not going to happen. All right. Feel all the love that you want, but don't make any moves. Don't make any moves. This is the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is not the time for you to make any sort of move. Feel what you're feeling, but whomever it is you're feeling this about, or whatever, don't make any changes. All right, just don't make any changes, Scorpio. Keep or stay the path that you're in. All right, Sagittarius. Temptation. Stay optimistic about your love life. Peaks of joy. Stag spirit. Take the lead. You know, And Sagittarius, what I'm getting here, is take the lead in your own life. Focus on you. Keep doing the things that make you happy, because those are the things that elevate you. Do the things that make you happy. Go out, go be curious, go be adventurous, go do the things that fulfill you. Make sure with this temptation card, make sure that you don't stay stuck in a rut. You know, sometimes it's easy to stay in a routine, right? Sometimes it's really easy to stay in a routine, but you have to get out there and go do some more. And it's not something I would normally say to you, Sagittarius, but that's a strong feeling that I'm getting with this card. For a smaller amount of you, oddly enough, I'm getting the fact that don't jump in too quickly. Okay. Weigh out an option before you move forward in something. Okay. Overall, stay optimistic about your love life. It says here, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Again, remember I said something initially to the overall of you. This is for the majority of you. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in the way of thinking. Don't get stuck in not doing something. Don't get stuck in something. And for a lot of you, it is negative thinking. Okay? Like, oh, it's never going to happen, blah, blah, blah. But for, again, a smaller amount of you, don't just jump in, right? Because it cannot be a good thing. Make sure that you are thinking. And I say don't jump in, and I just realized that we have this person going, oh. Make sure that your heart and your mind aligns. Don't just jump. Consider it. Use your mind. Use your mind. And I'm drawn to the green in each of these cards, which is telling me, although have that sense of enthusiasm, make sure that you bring a sense of calm to that enthusiasm, okay? Just bring it down a notch, okay? And stay grounded. Yeah. Okay, they actually want all of these, okay? And this was the first card. Remember I said stay focused on yourself. Stay focused on yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, keep maturing, so that you, it's funny because I'm with this tower in reverse that I'm getting here. I'm not really getting tower in reverse energy. I'm actually getting, build. Break something down, build something up. I'm trying to find the words to put together for this particular tower, but there's something that needs to be broken down. I remember, like I said, with this negative thoughts, like break down that way of thinking and build positive words that you say about yourself, so that you're able to regain your strength, regain that self-esteem, that magnitude that you have, that they're not magnitude, that magnetism that you have, so that you're able to draw in whatever is meant to draw in. But there's something that needs to, because this is guidance, there's something, focus on you, but there's something that needs to like really hone in with this 8 of coins, really hone in on something that you're doing, something that you're thinking, something that you're believing, something that you're doing, and really hone in on it, because something needs to give way in order for something to come in. Something needs to give way in order for you to rebuild and rebuild stronger. All right, to gain your strength. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you? All right, Capricorn, we have new beginnings, attraction, deep freeze, hummingbird spirits, be here now. I mean, listen, whether you are in a relationship or not, I feel here that definitely you are in a new phase of your life, or a new phase of your life is about to begin. Okay, so I see a baby here, and I have never really noticed this baby before. And not that I haven't noticed, I recognize that it's there, but it's never really called out to me. So for those who are in a relationship, if you are a new parent, right? If you are a new parent, sometimes it could really, it's an exciting time, but it's also a very tiring time where you feel really bogged down and hazy in thought, and you don't feel attractive, and you don't feel this, and you don't feel that. This is saying find time for you to really hone in on what your specific needs are and elevate yourself during these times. If that means, you have to ask from your partner, hey, I need 5 minutes so that I can try to collect myself. I need to take a shower. I need to not have a baby attached to my body at, for 5 minutes. That is not selfish. That is reality. Okay. And that's, for some of you, that's exactly how you're feeling. And enjoy also the moments as they come. Enjoy the moments that you're covered up in spit. Enjoy the moments where the baby is sleeping. Enjoy the moments where you get that 5 minutes to drink your coffee or take a shower. Enjoy the moments. Be grateful for those moments. That grateful attitude is what's going to help you move along throughout the day in a much more elevated sense, in a more grateful sense, so that you're able to give to yourself and to whomever you are with at that moment, whether it's your child, your partner, whomever that is. Okay, obviously that is not for everybody. So for the rest of you Capricorns, there is a new beginning that is happening, whether it's in a relationship, a new relationship, or in a revival of a current relationship. You're feeling very attractive at this moment, specifically after, or somebody finds you very attractive, especially after a long time of being alone, or a long time of inactivity, or a long time of, maybe this relationship being a little bit on the cold side. Take it how it resonates. For everybody's situation is completely different. But with this hummingbird spirit, do things as you feel. Whatever you're drawn to, go to that. Don't discount your intuition at this time. If you feel like you're drawn to something, go to that. Okay, go to that. That's going to be the moment where you, if you're single, where you find the person. Okay. We have Justice. One more card, please. That's the card. Yeah. Listen. Justice and Page of Cups. This will hold true for either, whatever situation you're in, whichever situation you're in, this is going to hold true. Find the balance within your life to find the love for self. Okay. Find the balance in your life in order to find the balance, or find the balance in your life in order to find the love for self. For some of you, if you're working too hard, you can't find the love. So find balance between life, work, in order for you to find the new love. Remember, I said you can find something, but you have to go and go do something new. Whatever you're drawn to, go do that. Don't sit there and say, oh, I got to work. No, if you're drawn to something, go do that. This is the number 8. I was drawn to the number 8 here. This is number 26, which adds up to 8, which I didn't say, but this is Spirit telling me, no, you need to mention it. The number 8 is, I think it came up in Sagittarius as well. The number 8 is very important. It's my infinity sign. It talks about fate and things falling into place. Okay. So please keep in mind, you guys, things align the way they are meant to align if you are single, okay? Or even if you're not single, right? There's a time and a place for everything, okay? And find that balance. Aquarius, okay? All right. We have look in a book, release your acts, coming to life, and chameleon. You know, with this look in a book, I feel like this is saying educate yourself about something that you are needing more information on. I don't feel like it is anything specific for each of you. It's going to be different. For some of you, there is a narcissistic person in your energy. I saw the magician card in reverse that popped out, but I put it back in. I don't even know where it's at. So it's so funny how it was right there, but now it's not there. I feel like there is somebody who's also ghosting you and only using you, and they only come around when they need something, if you know what I mean by that. Okay, so educate yourself about this type of behavior. Educate yourself on how you can leave. Educate yourself on certain patterns, on how to improve yourself. Whatever this looks like for you, I feel like you know that there is something that you need to do research on. Do the research that is needed. Some of you are drawn to a specific book. I would suggest reading that book because that book can actually inadvertently give you guidance in a very entertaining sort of a way. All right. For those of you who may not be into reading, this could be an audiobook. Okay. And normally I don't always say it has to be a book. Normally I say it's like a movie or song or something, but I'm very strongly getting book here. Okay. But for a lot of you, there is somebody in your energy that you just need to release, whether they are an ex or they're still in your, like, they could be a recent ex or an ex that has been like coming back around, or even if they weren't necessarily a partner, but a situationship, okay, where you got your jollies, they got their jollies, but they're not looking to deepen the relationship, but it looks like you may want to, and this is just exhausting you. All right, once you release that, that's when things start really becoming clear. You start breaking out and you find your true identity, the person that you really are, because I feel like this person really dimmed your light, dimmed your colors, and you were too busy trying to fit their needs, and they weren't necessarily trying to fit yours. Okay? Yeah, 9 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Oh, that came out. Oops. I'm drawn to the number 29, which adds up to the number 11, which adds up to the number 2. And the 2 is about aligning, balancing out an energy, right? Getting rid of the old in order to come into a new sense of self, a new rebalancing of the self. For that, change needs to happen. Okay, change needs to happen. And once you start balancing out, releasing this, that's when things start moving forward. They start progressing. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords, Star, Ace of Coins, and 9 of Coins in reverse. Yeah, listen, you guys. This worrying, it's funny how this ended up here. This worrying this needs to come to an end. You have to be hopeful that you're able to break out of it. Again, learn this learning is really going to give you that extra light that you need. Look at the light that you need, right? I apologize for the terrible lighting today, by the way. It's going to give you the light that you need, the guidance that you need. The star is about guidance. It's about light. It's about hope, right? If you feel completely ungrounded, right? Completely ungrounded, don't worry about feeling ungrounded right now. Have the hope once you release it, release these, whatever this negative energy is, once you release it, have faith that you're going to get unstuck. All right. You may not be moving quickly, but you are moving. And once you get unstuck, things are going to start going, right? This is the Knight of Coins in reverse. Knight of Coins is slow movement and getting fast movement, going out of the dark into the light. Okay. But you have to go into yourself. Look, he's holding that coin. Look at the alignment here. Going out of the dark, feeling stuck in a specific way, holding on to that star, right? Because pentacle, the coin, it is usually a pentacle inside, right? Hold on to that faith. Go towards the self to get unstuck. You have the answers. You just have to go find it, okay? You have to go find it. You have them. You have to just look. All right, Aquarius, we have Pisces. Wish wisely, forgiving and learning, storm fields, core spirit, freedom is yours. For a lot of you, I'm getting the sense that normally I would say you're making a wish for something new, but I feel for a lot of you, it's like you wish that you had done things differently. You wish that you didn't go through this drama. You wish you didn't, be in this situation. You wish that life had turned out differently. Is what I'm getting with this wish card. And really what you need to be doing is forgive the past, learn the lessons that were in the past. The past are your stepping stones. All right. Move past those storm fields. Move past those, whatever was in your past does not belong in your present. The only thing that needs to be in your present is the lessons, the knowledge of the lessons learned from the past. That's what you need to be focused on. The moment you focus on that, that's when you find the freedom. That's when you break out of this stalemate situation, this whether you're in a relationship and you're like, you're holding on to grudges, you're holding on to whatever. I'm not saying you are. These are all scenario, whatever this looks like for you. I don't know your situation, right? But this is saying the moment you release whatever this was in your past, instead of wishing that it was different, learn the lessons. Because in those lessons, that's where you find your freedom. And once you find your freedom, you're not being held back anymore. Okay? That's when things start, that's when the skies start becoming blue. That's when things stop getting hazy. Look at all the haze here. Look at all the darkness here. Happiness surrounds you, but you're not seeing it because you're too busy lamenting on the past. Okay? Happiness is around you. Look, there's a star here. She's holding a star, but there's darkness. It's right there. It's trying to get at you, but you're more focused on the dark than the light. You're more focused on the dark than the light. You're more focused on the dark than the light. It's sitting right there. Okay? I'm not saying that you're a negative Nancy. I'm saying appreciate the situations that you were in before. Even if they were crappy, there was a lesson in it. Okay? Yeah. Take away from these lessons the value. The value. Whatever, take away from these situations is the value that is in it. Because there's value in it. I'm drawn to the number 33, which is 6, which talks about reflection, right? Reflect on the past. Make peace with it. Number 9, release, let go, okay? Reflect and let go. Without finding the value within the past, you're not going to find your stability. You're not going to find that balance within yourself, that peace within yourself, the love for yourself that you deserve, so that someone can come in to love you the way you deserve to be loved. Right now, it feels like you feel like you're unlovable, but that is not true. That is not true. I'm getting the sense for a smaller amount of you, a real crap situation, an unfair situation happened to you, which makes you feel like you are unlovable. But my darlings, that's not true. That way of thinking needs to be reversed. That way of thinking needs to be reversed. Don't hide who you are. Instead, accept who you are. That in itself is freeing. Okay? All right, Pisces. That was pretty potent. Aries. Excuse me. We have solitude. Give your relationship a chance. Talisman and dragonfly spirit. You know, it's very interesting. We have a crown here on the solitude card, and we have a crown here on the dragonfly. I see that you are a very independent, passionate person. And it feels like you don't mind taking a path on your own. You don't mind being alone. But I'm also getting the sense that you want to be in a relationship at the same time. But, and there's a huge but here, it also feels like whatever relationship you're in, you want to make sure that there's passion, but there's a sense of freedom as well. Not freedom like in, I can go do whatever it is I want. You know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll meet up, you know, whenever. Not that kind of freedom. The kind of freedom where there is love and trust, so much love and trust within the relationship that you're able to go do your thing, they're able to do their thing, and then you're still able to come together and embrace. And I feel like you have had a very long journey to find somebody that fits that sort of a mold. Don't give up just yet. My beautiful Aries, don't give up just yet. I feel like there is somebody out there that fits that exact thing for you. There's somebody out there looking for the exact thing you are. So don't give up just yet. I'd rather you be alone than in the arms of somebody who doesn't appreciate you or allows you to grow and prosper the way you are meant to grow and prosper. Of course, that's just my sentiment. Whatever fits your need, then do what you feel is necessary for you. But I'm drawn here to the excuse me, to the number 49, which happens to be drawn down to the number 13. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. 22, also 4, which talks about protection, stability, and groundedness. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are. All right, because as you stay true to who you are, the path opens up. I'm drawn to the wings here and the wings here. The right thing will come to you and you will come to it. Your paths will align. Just stay true to who you are. I'm also drawn to these little, I don't know what these are, but they look like, uh, what are those called with the little bugs with the light on their butt? What are those called? Whatever those are called. I can't think of it right now. But I feel like as you stay in your own sense of self, you become a magnet to this. All right. Two of coins. One more card, please. Don't be silly. Not these. These. Okay. Okay. We have the two of coins and the moon here as your guidance. Don't settle is what I'm getting. Don't settle for something less than. Okay. Don't settle for something less than. There are things that are far ahead, not like far ahead. I'll get up some timing if I can. I feel like there's something ahead that is, I feel like you sense, but is not seen. It could be here towards the full moon that is coming up, or the next coming full moon. September. I am doing the reading in September, so it very well could be the month of September. Oh, we are in a full moon right now, 28, 29. So it's very possible it could be the month of September, or, you know, the 9th of the next month, or February 9th, because I'm seeing the 2 and the 9. I'll get one more card, please. One more card here for Aries. What I'm getting here with the 4 of Swords, instead of a timing card, what I'm actually getting is just stay in that peace that you have. Don't worry too much about timing. Stay strong, but stay at peace with the self. Things will align as they are meant to align. The less you look for something, the more it's going to find you. Okay? All right, Taurus. Whoa, whoa, Taurus. The moment I saw this lost and found, I started to get goosebumps. Taurus. I feel like for quite some time you have been alone, or you have felt alone as far as love is concerned. I feel like you have friends and family that love and support you, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about love. And it feels like you have been not necessarily concerned about a past love, but I feel like a past love may have deeply hurt you. But I feel like you finally have learned the lessons. And I feel like you've been on this healing path for quite some time. And all of this work that you've been doing on yourself, you've been understanding why situations happen, what happened, your part, their part, all of it. I feel like now that you've completely grasped it and have made peace with it, you're like, okay, all of that makes sense. Whenever something happens, I'll be ready for it. And you've learned the lessons. And I feel like not only is new love coming your way, it's an unexpected thing that's coming your way. I'm really drawn to the animals. We have the cat and we have the bunny here. Whatever this is, it's very abundant. It's a very lucky, it's a happy accident is what I'm getting. Happy accident that is coming into your life. For some of you, I'm getting the word funhouse. I don't I don't, maybe because Halloween's about to come up and, you know, I don't know, but for some of you, I'm seeing the word funhouse. That's the download I'm getting. So take it how it resonates. That's obviously not for everybody. Um, but for the majority of you, I'm getting that this is going to be a very romantic relationship, this new thing that's coming your way. I mean, look at some of you may get proposed to. Um, like I feel like this person is really romantic, or you're romantic. Either way, take it how it resonates. But I feel like you, whatever was missing in your life, that whatever that feeling was, that love, that or whatever was missing in the previous relationship, this new relationship is going to have it. This is it right here, right? For a lot of you, you may have dreamt this into existence. You may have manifested this, you know, and I know that this is not an I, but I always feel like that is an I. And I feel like there are people guiding you. There's always guidance. You know, we have, you know, the cat, we have the angels, we have the bunny, we have, I know that this is not an owl, but to me, it always looks like an owl, right? But I'm also getting the sense that you're quite intuitive and that you feel like you're being guided towards something now that you have done a lot of the healing, my lovely Taurus. The number 38 is the number 11. The number 11 adds up to the number 2. 2 is about things starting to align and coming into balance. And I do feel like that's exactly what's happening here. I feel like the universe has guided you towards this person, but I feel like, I feel like I've been saying that to you for quite some time. Shut the hell up. The Lovers and the Six of Cups. This may be you know, I almost said 11, 11, but this is 41. So I didn't. That's so funny. There you are. There you are. Your guidance is to to stay in that happy place. You have a choice. There's going to be a choice in a new love. You have a choice, but this, whatever this is really going to make you really, 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 really happy. And I look at all the circles here. Do you see the circles? This is a past love, not a past as in this lifetime. This is a past soulful, deep connection. This is going to be new for you. This is somebody from a past life, I'm telling you. And I feel like I've been saying this to you for months now. I love this so much. I love when Spirit keeps saying the same message over and over. I love it. Gemini. All right, Gemini. We have Moon energy, free yourself, wishing well, and Parrot spirit. You know, you may be wondering. So I'm getting a dual message here. For some of you, if you're not in a relationship, it feels like there is an energy here that you're like, okay, when are things going to align? When is this going to come in? When? Why am I alone? I feel like you're questioning everything, right? But you have to free your way of thinking. Your thoughts are what's keeping you caged in at the moment. We don't want you to be caged in. This unicorn, I mean, it feels like it's caged in, but look how short that cage is. If that unicorn stands up, it's going to be taller than that fence. All it has to do is step outside and go, I'm done. I'm over it. You know, you feel like you're tied to something, but you're not tied to anything. Change the way of thinking. Stop. I'm also getting the sense of control. Like you want to control an outcome. You can't control an outcome. When things are meant to align, then they will align when they are meant to align. They will align when you release the control. Whatever it is, it's like, okay, it's like you're asking, when am I going to meet them? You know, how's it going to happen? Who's it going to be? All of those questions, and none of those questions are going to matter, because whatever it is you have in your mind, if you're wrapped around and and they're tethered to this what, when, how, that's what's going to keep you tied in. All right. Release the what, when, how. Just say, thank you, universe, for this beautiful relationship. Act as if you have it. Once you have it, it's going to come in. Okay. Once you have it, it's going to come in, but you have to change the way you speak about the situation. I'll get to the second scenario in just a moment. Just put out that wish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's when things align. Okay. That's when things align, because the universe wants to help you. Number 48 adds up to the number 12. The number 12 adds up to the number 3, which is about support and guidance. The universe wants to help you. Okay. But again, you have to let go of the control. And when, for some reason, what I'm getting with this parrot spirit for you specifically, my darling ones, is the fact that when you meet this person, it feels like you want to hold back. But let me tell you, don't hold back. Don't hold back your beautiful colors. You're going to feel overly free, that you're overly cautious. And you're like, oh my gosh, should I have said that? Should I do that? And then you're so in your head. Just be you. They're going to be appreciative of who you are. Okay. That's for this scenario, whatever that looks like for you and your energy. Now, for those that are in a relationship, completely different message. What I'm getting here for you guys, and actually, I feel like I have to give two different advice, but I'll see here in just a moment. For the second set of you, you may be in a situation where you are confused, where there is not necessarily calamity around you, but there is a sense of vagueness in your thought, in your energy, where you don't necessarily know where you stand in whatever this is. And it feels like this is really saying, listen, you're going to have to step away from whatever this is. Free yourself from whatever this past situation is, because there are bigger, better things out there for you. With this parrot spirit for you guys specifically, I'm getting the sense that you do have to watch your words with a partner that you're with. You know, it almost feels like you have to walk on eggshells, but I'm getting the sense that you have to really free yourself from this person. We have free yourself, and we have the number 45, which adds up to the 9, which talks about release and let go. You have to let go of this past or current person if you're still in the relationship. Okay. They want that card. I was going to put it back. Okay. Okay. Thank you, my angels. They want these 3 and then these 3. All right. I'm going to go with the first set of people. For the first set of people, listen, be exactly who you are. Be exactly who you are. Don't try to fend off or ward off people, right? Don't hold up so many boundaries. Don't be overly defensive. Don't be anything like that. This isn't something for you to control or win. This is something that you just have to allow to happen. Okay. The second set of people, listen, The moment you, one moment, please. I apologize for that. I had an unexpected visitor. All right, let's get back to your reading or your advice. The moment you allow this to fall away, or you end this, whatever this burden is, the moment you allow it to end and you figure your way out and you start aligning with yourself and you start focusing on you, or new exit strategy, and new whatever this is, for whatever this looks like for you, that's when you find your colors again. That's when you find your energy again. That's when you find your sense of self and your happiness again. Okay. Wow, that was pretty powerful. Gemini, holy smokes. All right, Cancer. Yeah, I want this one. All right, we have find balance, children, commitment, electric eel, and bring your ideas to life. Excuse me. You know, it's funny, for a lot of you, normally I would get exactly what this says, find balance between work, rest, playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Normally, that is exactly what I would say, specifically since we have children here. However, what I'm actually getting is the fact that there is an energy around you that is draining you. And I'm getting the sense that you are here really contemplating a different life, a different relationship, a different way of living here. But I feel like the reason why you're only daydreaming and not necessarily doing is because there's children involved. And you have made a commitment. I feel like you are profoundly faithful to the vows that you made. And just because you're feeling a certain way doesn't mean that you want to give up on a relationship. But it feels like whatever this is, whatever it is you're daydreaming about, actually gives you energy. It gives you more. But it does feel like you want, like at your core, emotionally, at your core, you do want to let go of the relationship you're in. Because in something new, you find a new sense, a balance of energy, of inspiration. But I feel like there's a stronghold, and your children are the stronghold here that's keeping you where you're at. For those who do not, or are not in a relationship, you may be daydreaming of love, but you also are very particular about who you connect with, because you may have children. All right. And if you don't have children, maybe you have fur babies, right? We have fur babies here. But for a lot of you, maybe you have children, or maybe the person that you're about to meet has children. I'm not exactly sure, but however that resonates in your life, take it. But I feel like there is commitment coming in, and it's a very good, sparky sort of a connection. Right? There is definitely romance here. They want one more for advice. Interesting. Okay. Wow. But it came out in reverse. Interesting, interesting, interesting. We have the Page of Coins in reverse, the Nine of Coins, or sorry, the Page of Coins, the King of Coins, and the Queen of Coins. Listen, it feels here that you need to get your footing. You need to step into reality, the life that you're in, and stop daydreaming. And I apologize for the noise out there. Normally, there's no noise at this time, so I desperately apologize. I feel like you need to find the balance between daydreaming and reality, is what I'm getting with this Page of Coins. There is, you can't just dream. You got to go out. You got to go out in order to find the right romantic partner, right? But you've got to put yourself out there, and you've got to love yourself first. When you find yourself first and love yourself first, then that's when the person that is meant to find you is going to find you. You guys will find one another. But you need to get rooted in reality. Okay? There is a sense of imbalance within the self. Specifically, since we have the fine balance here. Okay? And this came out in reverse, and this is you. Okay? So find the balance. Look, Page of Coins and Queen of Coins in reverse. Find the balance within the self. Find the balance within the children. Find the balance within the self in order for the right person to come your way. All right, Leo. Motivation, heart-to-heart conversations, solitude, Eagle. Leo, what I'm getting here for you is that believe it or not, I feel like you're going through a bit of a hard time if you're in a relationship right now, where you're talking and you're talking, but somebody's not listening. Your partner's not listening. Or you're asking and you're asking if you're not in a relationship, and the universe isn't, you feel like the universe is ignoring you. And you're like, oh my gosh, where are they? Right? But for those right now, I'm only going to speak to those who are in a relationship. I feel like you're talking and you're talking and you're talking, and you don't feel heard. You feel ignored. You feel like you are bearing the weight of this entire relationship. And you're the one that has to hold everything down, is what I'm getting here. And you feel like not necessarily hermit, but I feel like you feel like you are not seen, not heard, like you're doing all of the work and not appreciated. And you feel alone, is really what I'm getting here. You feel alone. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you're in this type of relationship, by springtime, I feel like it's going to be a different animal altogether. By springtime, I am going to get a timing card here for you, but I do feel springtime here. Things are changing. Things are changing for you in ways that you don't see in this particular relationship. Yeah, you don't see it. We have the High Priestess. So between February and spring, okay, between February and spring, I feel like a lot of changes are happening. And I feel like all of those changes are happening because of you, your sheer will, and your sheer determination. For those who are not in a relationship, I feel like between now and spring, you're going to start feeling more free, more you. I feel like right now you are going to be alone, but you're going to have honest heart-to-heart conversations with yourself. All right. And I feel like whomever you meet between now and then, I feel like you have to start deciphering for yourself, this person isn't worth my time. This person, and start seeing the red flags immediately. Stand strong during this time, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people coming your way and wanting to, of course, this is if you're single, coming your way and, finding you attractive. But again, I feel like they're all talk, no action. All right. So once you start deciphering these red flags and start seeing the signs, that is how the universe is going to say, okay, Leo's ready. Leo's ready. We're going to bring Leo the right person, because she's starting, they're starting to recognize their value, their worth, and what's right for them and what isn't right for them. So now we can bring them the right person. Okay. All right. We have the Queen of Coins in reverse and all of those. Page of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess. Oh, for some reason I felt like there was more. That's the second time you guys get the High Priestess. I'm telling you, regardless of what situation you're in, you don't feel grounded right now. You don't feel supported. You don't feel wanted. You don't feel needed. You don't feel seen. Right? This is saying, find the value within yourself. Find the worth within yourself. Start building yourself up in secret. Start gaining your confidence, your hint of intuition, your hint of inspiration. Start finding those things. That is what's going to lead you in the direction that you are meant to go into. I don't know what that looks like, because for all of you it's going to look different. Okay, but with this High Priestess, I feel very, very, very strongly that by February you're going to have a very clear idea of where you're going, what you're going to do, okay, and how you're going to get there. Very, very interesting. Okay. Virgo. Come together right now. Over me. All right, what do we have here? Virgo. Come together, honeymoon into the unknown, wombat spirit. Virgo. I feel like I've been saying this to you for some time. You're about to come into a situation. And I am speaking to the singles right now. I feel like you have been alone, and you've been looking for the right person to settle with, to be with, that gives as much as you give, right? This reciprocal kind of relationship. I feel like you are about to come into this. And it just feels, yep, there it is, Knight of Cups. I don't even know what to say. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I do want another time, because that's no, I feel like you need to have some patience, but I feel like whatever this is going to be an unexpected thing. I don't feel like you need, well, hold on. I feel like Spirit does not want you to know the timing on this, Virgo. Besides that fact, that timing is incredibly ever-changing, because everybody is different, and what can be now, energies can change, because your thoughts affect energy, your mind affects energy, whatever, all energies affect energy, right? So whatever is written, although it's written, it can be delayed. All right. So, or it could be drawn in quicker, depending on the power of your mind, the power of your thoughts. Okay. So again, I just feel like this is going to be really, really balanced. That's the very first thing I said when I saw this here. I don't feel like this is June by any stretch of the imagination. I just feel like this is a very balanced situation, whatever this is. All right. But I feel like whenever this happens, I feel like this is going to be a very fortuitous sort of a moment. I feel like this is going to be something that just happens out of the blue, completely unexpected, but you recognize it because you feel at home with this person. And I feel like I've been saying that to you for months now. All right. I feel like this is just something, look, talking about an unknown. There's the moon, right? I feel like this is just going to be an unknown, but I feel nothing but pure happiness, romance. I mean, look, we have the Knight of Cups. We have honeymoon coming together, feeling at home. I just love this energy. For those who are in a relationship right now, I feel like if you have been a little bit um, distant from one another, whether physically or emotionally, I feel like there's a revival that's coming in to this relationship. And perhaps it comes because you go on a vacation or something that one of you does unexpectedly. Funny how you got the same three cards that Gemini just got. The Moon, Page of Wands, Queen of Coins. Very interesting. I believe those were the same three cards. But here, what I'm actually getting with this Page of Wands and Queen of Coins in reverse is remain grounded, remain focused. Don't what is it that I want to say here? Stay. How do I want to say this? Stay focused on the things that matter to you. All right. Don't let your imagination get all crazy or all wild. Stay grounded because that is how things start aligning for you. Okay. Don't let your imagination get all crazy. All right. Stay grounded in thought. Stay grounded in yourself. Stay self assured because if you're not self assured, things don't align. That is very, 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 very strongly coming up for both of you, whether this is or both situations or any situation. All right, stay grounded within this. Okay. All right, my darlings, now that I have done those, I want to go ahead and do these stones, which I meant to do, but I did not. So I'm going to go ahead and do the stones now.